We have recently had some pretty unique opportunities to just reach out to some neighbors with the latest snowstorms and weather patterns. So, one couple up the street, this was back in October when we had some snow. About 10 inches of snow fell, really heavy snow, and a bunch of the branches on the trees were breaking. And I got home from work and I saw this 65-year-old lady out pulling branches, jumping up and down, trying to pull branches out of her trees. And I was like, that ain't right. So I went and got some gloves and ran over there and continued to pull the branches out of their trees and then scoop their sidewalks for them right after that. And they were just so thankful. They wanted to pay us, and I was like, I don't want your money. And then we ended up having the opportunity they invited us over for coffee the next night, and turned out they grew up in Lebanon, and they shared their whole life story with us. We were there for probably 4 hours just hanging out with them, having coffee. And then the next night, or actually about a week later, they were going to be leaving for Lebanon, and they wanted to come over and see our place before they left. And so they came over, and right away, Husni, the man, he's about 80 years old, knocks on our door, opens up, and he's like, "Where's your table?" And he just walks like right in through our house and finds our kitchen table, pulls out his measuring tape and starts measuring the dimensions of it. And apparently, Lebanon has really nice tablecloths, and they wanted to bring us back some tablecloths from Lebanon when they returned, which it was just hilarious. So they ended up hanging out for about half an hour. We chit-chatted, showed them our house, and then later, so they ended up leaving for Lebanon sometime in November. And then right around Christmas time, when we were back in Nebraska for Christmas, we got a couple of phone calls from FedEx who told us we had this package waiting for us that was perishable. And I could not for the life of me think of who would have sent us or what I would have ordered that was perishable. Turns out they had sent us, Hussein Salama sent us a package of pastries from Lebanon, and said "Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas" on it to us, and it was just the sweetest thing. I couldn't believe they did that. So we're looking forward to their return, hopefully in the next month or so. And another opportunity we had was a lady up our street, Andre Perea, I invited him to come scoop some snow with us, and it was when we had about 10 inches of snow, and so we'd gone and scooped a bunch of sidewalks in our neighborhood, and then we didn't really get to say hi to anybody, but we saw one lady pulled out. She saw that we had scooped her snow, and then maybe a week ago, Matt Peters had actually texted me on Friday night and asked me what I was doing the next morning, and he ended up coming over and helping me scoop some sidewalks in my neighborhood. And when I got to this lady's house, I was scooping up the sidewalk, got to about her place, and she was starting to scoop her driveway, and I just kind of looked up, and she was standing there staring at me with bewilderment on her face. And I told her, I was like, "I'm going to scoop your driveway now." And so then she proceeded to wonder if I was the one who had scooped it before, and it turned out she did, and she had bought us a 6-pack of beer as a way of saying thank you, and which was really sweet of her to do. And we ended up, I just told her I was going to scoop her driveway, and my buddy Matt was coming over, and we were going to do it. And then during that process, she told us that her front tire on her vehicle had gone flat the night before. And so I told her I was going to take it off and get it repaired and bring it back for her, and she was just amazed that I would do that for her. And she wanted to pay me, and I was like, "I don't want your money." And so it ended up making a really cool opportunity to just bless her and take care of that, and ended up talking to her son, and talked to her about her son, who's about 22 years old, and told her about some of the stuff that we were into and things we like to do. And she said that she just wanted me to meet her son, thought we'd get along really well. So looking forward to what that relationship could potentially produce as far as fruit for the kingdom. So it's just amazing how many opportunities we have just in our neighborhood to search around and find ways to serve them. And when we serve without expectation back, people are just blown away by it. So it's been great.